All right, we're running a little bit late, but hello. It's the Advanced Age Role Playing Gamers podcast, Matt, and we've got the crew here. And so we are trying something a little different. We're still recording our episodes regularly every other week, and we'll be releasing those on YouTube and through our podcast distribution network. But tonight and for a few weeks coming up, we're going to be doing some live recordings and streams. And tonight, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing Death in Space, a cheery and bright and uplifting view of a dying universe and the people trapped inside of it. I think that this is something that we've talked about for a while, experimenting with more of live broadcasting. This is also sort of something we're going to do a few different a number of these stories throughout the spring. So we hope you all enjoy. And for a couple of announcements, so for the number one, I'm very happy to say, especially personally and for the podcast, we are going to Gen Con. Hooah! Right? So this is my first time ever going to Gen Con, and this will be the first time for the AARPG to go. And so we're looking forward to just seeing the immense spectacle and event that Gen Con is. We're looking forward to meeting folks and talking with folks down on the floor. I know Nathan's saying no, but we are. We're going to. So if you see us walking around, we'd love to interview you, love to talk to you. So we'll see you there. Our next announcement isn't as fun. So I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Anthony Cupo, talk about one of their close friends.
Hey, community. So we got hit pretty hard last week. A true friend for many, many years, a professional voiceover artist, tattoo artist, and actually overall painter and conceptual artist, a friend of ours, Scot Rienecker, passed away unexpectedly. But you all probably know him as the character Goat in many different TV shows. Most famously, Megas XLR, MTV Downtown, and so much so that he actually had his name legally changed, as Goat. And what's great about him is he was part of our community. He loved the sci-fi, he loved the adventure, and I suggest, like, if you have a chance, go onto YouTube and do a quick Google search on Goat or Scot Rienecker. Maybe we'll put a link in our when this
Twitter.
goes on to YouTube, so you can check out some of his work. But what's heartening is he was one of us. Like, he loved our culture. He speaks the way we speak, and he'll sorely be missed. And so I just wanted to, if you have a chance, if you have a glass in front of you, please raise it up to Goat, the Goat the Great, and
And as he was fond of saying, Jesus fuck shit balls.
Yes, to you, Goat. We love you.
He was fond of other sayings too, but we can't repeat them here.
Yeah, that was the nicest of his sayings.
Jesus fuck shit balls.
Yes.
Something
Is the
worse than
nicest.
that.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh God.
yeah. Trust us.
Let's tell you about his pickup line sometime.
It goes from that one to Gums is Gum, and that's a totally different story, but we'll leave that for another time.
Yeah.
So anyway, so all you geeks and nerds out there, call up one of your friends, say I love you, because we're a rare breed, and it's great to just acknowledge those friends when you get a chance. So to
and
everybody out
make it
there, we love you. And by the way, here's some merch that you can pick up.
Right.
on our store.
Never miss an opportunity, right, Tony?
Exactly. Cheers, everybody.
And never trust a fart. That's
There you go.
we learned that earlier.
Yep.
All right.
This age, man.
So Death in Space for folks.
How about a welcome to our
Oh, that's right.
newscast
I
member.
apologize.
Even
So
less
here's
fun.
Right. Even less fun. We're going to play a little game of time warping because what you guys don't know is that we have just finished recording about 15 or so episodes of Aliens Colonial. 30. There's around 15 episodes of Colonial Marine game in the Alien setting. And we were joined for that with another one of our real life friends from our long-term gaming community. I'm not sure he's to my left right now, Mr. Tim. So,
hi, Tim.
Hello,
Tim,
everybody.
hi.
Hello. Hello.
So
Hello. I
this
feel
is
like
the
I know
first-
you all.
Yeah. So again, this is the first time you all have been introduced to Tim, but you will definitely see him in our Aliens that should be coming out this summer.
Yeah. They keep saying they want to do a meet the cast with me, but then they never seem to bring the microphone when they hang out. So
Yeah, we just we've been
fig,
really busy,
know?
Tim. I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's time
you know.
we should play this game now, right? Right, man?
Yeah. Come on, let's focus on today. Let's focus on
talk
that
about
now.
that
Here.
later.
Yeah. All right.
Smoke bomb.
All right, so Death in Space. I'm actually going to read a little bit. If some folks may be familiar with this game, some not. It's very much kind of in line with like Morkborg, Cyborg. There's sort of a whole series of like very dark rules light games that are being put out, and they're super cool. The books are equal part art and design as they are actual RPG rule sets. So I'm just going to read a little bit. Civilization is at an end. Slowly but steadily, the universe contracts towards an inescapable end. The void between the stars whispers strange and portentous phrases to the unlucky. This is a game about the hard-working explorers and laborers in this universe, and the job they take to survive in a war-torn stellar system where anarchy spreads and resources are scarce. Without good aim and a tech-savvy mind, they will quickly meet their death in space. That's some of the artwork from the book. It's awesome. So one of the main themes in this game is nothing is new. All right. So mankind has spread across the stars. They've got this big galactic civilization, and there's something called the Gem War, right? So think of as this like the primary resource that makes everything go, right? Everyone starts fighting for it, and they basically slag each other back into the Stone Age. So there's no manufacturing plants. Everything's been destroyed. Everybody's holding everything together with duct tape, chewing gum, and prayer, right? So
sounds like the government.
Right. So and to add insult to injury, deep space sort of astronomers and stuff have basically been sending back reports that whereas the universe had been expanding, that has stopped, and at an increasing rate, the universe is beginning to collapse upon itself. This sort of has created an apocalyptic sort of doom and gloom, or in some places, religious fervor. Governments have broken away. People have taken their opportunity to grab their last little piece of the pie. But for most people, it is just adding to what is already a fairly grim existence amongst the stars. Added with that, this concept of whispers, right? That there is something dark and menacing in the void of space that as it begins to collapse is bringing itself closer and closer in contact with humans. So that's kind of the setting, right? So yay, bright and sunny.
Can't help but notice
I'm
that
sorry, are you describing my honeymoon? Like, what's going on here?
I can't help but notice that I'm the only one actually in space.
That's true, you are.
You've been ejected already.
Yeah, that's right.
Sus, totally sus.
You don't know what's outside that window. Go.
It could be space. It's pretty dark out there.
I mean,
All right.
technically, it is space.
Technically.
Think about it. Use your mind.
All right, so that's the background, and just going to go ahead and get started as I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. All right, so you guys are all you've been stationed on the deep space salvage ship, the Explorer's Delight, out near sort of the edges of space, trying to harvest either any type of minerals you can get from small asteroids, or if you can find derelict ships. And you guys have been heading home, working, looking forward to spending your pay when you get back to port. You're currently all asleep when you hear alarm sounds start going off throughout the ship. huge, the klaxon sounds, rah, rah, rah. All hands on deck, all hands on deck. Starts blaring over the speakers as you all sort of come out of your sleep a little bit too early for your shifts.
What the hell's going on?
I'll report to engineering.
All right.
Too early for this.
Yeah, I'll report to my radio station.
Is it a rock?
All right.
But I
Not a rock. I don't give a shit.
what year is it?
A while.
Oh, okay.
Is that the Julian calendar or the Gregorian calendar?
Wait, I recognize all of you. Okay, it's still the same year. Okay, good.
It's 18p.
Right.
I just want to make sure my regeneration pod didn't go on the fritz again. I lost 100 years that way. It wasn't a good time.
I'll climb out of my cot and grab my my little AI guard animal ready tuckspin and don my cape and head to report for duty.
Great. All right. So as you guys start heading down to your duty stations, somewhere before you get there, you're stopped by one of the station officers or something like that, and they basically tell you that everyone is to report to the cargo bay for a all hands meeting. So they you're heading to your state. That's normally what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to head to your stations, man your stations. They are like kind of redirecting everybody. You can see everyone looks kind of confused as everyone's kind of filtered into the large cargo bay. As you get in there, you see other people like yourselves, kind of half dressed, kind of still putting their stuff, the coveralls on. Whole place kind of smells like unwashed workers, grease, and cigarette smoke.
So a little different.
Yeah, so they're not breathe it in. And you can see on the far side where the crowds are beginning, on a little raised platform for loading, you see the ship's captain and the ship's first officer, right? That's Captain Barrett and First Officer Marcus. And the ship's captain, even from here you can see him. He's a good captain. He's fairly strict, but he's a good captain. He's wearing his sort of signature, very anachronistic, almost like something from an old sailing ship sort of captain's coat. And it's got the fine brass buttons. It's kind of red, sort of velvet sort of thing. You can tell he keeps it meticulously clean. But this is a coat that has seen many, many years. You've seen him when you talk to him or pass in the hall. Many of the buttons are worn. There's a little fraying along the different seams on the coat, even though he takes care of it. It's just, you figure it's been around who knows how long. The first mate is sort of a gruff, big guy, kind of a shaggy beard. And he's got a cast on his left arm. His left arm is in a cast. From a recent injury. And everyone sort of compiles. And the captain speaks up and says, all hands, welcome, all hands. I'm sorry to rouse everybody out, but I have distressing news. He says, the main generator that supports our life support system is on the fritz. And we are depleting our life support faster than we're generating it. The crux of the issue, my stalwart crew, is that given our current distance from the nearest station, we will not make it back. Even if we put a few people in our limited medical resources in sort of a cryo slumber, we will still not make it. You hear rumor, people are like, oh, what the fuck? So
you woke us up. So we're all using more oxygen, so it'll just deplete even faster?
Is there anybody standing near an airlock?
No. just the large airlock to the entire...
I love that everybody's immediately like, I have to kill everybody else around me. It's immediate.
So how many people can survive?
Yeah.
Right. As you speak up, right, you kind of say that, the first mate's kind of like, pipe down over there. He's like, keep it to yourself.
Oh, you're first, buddy.
The captain says, look, all is not lost. We have good news. Our sensor operator has identified a large orbital space complex around a gas giant not far from here. Early scans show that this facility, or what's left of it, probably has the necessary parts on board for us to repair our life support system and get back, at least to keep it limping along, for us to get back to the next port. This is very dangerous. We don't know the situation on this orbital platform, how stable it is, what condition it's in. And so we are going to be, in old tradition, drawing straws. Those who pick the short straw or stick will be part of an away team that will go and get an oscillating power coupler. That's what we need. And he kind of holds up this object in his hands. This is what, it's kind of burnt and kind of fried. He says, this is what we need. So we're going to do this even and have everybody pick. And,
Guys, I don't like our odds.
So you guys are all standing there, and you see the captain is holding a like a cup, basically, with all these little sticks sort of in it. They're all sort of the same height. And he begins to call, as he calls out names, the first mate pulls a stick, if it's, long or short. And he goes through a series of names, and all the sticks are long. And he comes to Chris. He calls your name and pulls a short straw. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
How does the sticks be all the same length if they're in a cup? Never mind. I'm Lovey Crown. I am an asteroid miner aboard this mess that they've given us. And I don't know enough to say what else any of this means, so I'm just winging it here.
All right.
Right after he pulls that, it's like, stop. I volunteer to go with my friend. You don't have to pull a straw for me.
First mate, he kind of stops and goes, okay, all right.
He's breaking the shit off as we draw him. It's bullshit.
Yeah. He goes, okay. He says, all right, then we have another volunteer. Crewman, who are you again?
Marshall Helm, radio operator and noise translator.
Oh, all right, excellent. Well, thank you for volunteering.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm only going with my friend.
Oh, all right. Well,
you know what? Go fuck him too. Let's get on with this.
When we're done, I'll give you a stick later anyway, because when you're done, you're going to be able to trade those sticks in for an all-exclusive night out on town when we get back into station.
Yeah, I'll give you a fucking stick, and let's get on with this shit.
Great, this guy's... all right. So he starts calling some other names, pulling the sticks. They're all long sticks. He gets to Tim. Pulls a short stick.
As expected. For those of you going on this magical mystery tour, my name is Jack Crow. My parents named me Tarlo Crow, but I go by Jack. I'll be your engineer, I guess. That's what I do on this ship. But we'll see. I'm bringing my pocket greenhouse with me. So you don't get to keep that for oxygen. That's mine. I'm taking that with me.
Space weed.
That's right. All right, he goes through a few more, and he comes up to Kupo. He pulls a short stick. And who are you?
My name is Bowie. I'm just curious, how many of your crew here are new?
He says, there's a mix. I think our newest is actually some of the cargo loader guys. Picked him up on the last stop.
Interesting. They're new. I will go and help.
Well, of course you are, because you got those short straw.
Yep. Take the stick. He gives you all these little sticks, right? The little shorter sticks. And he finally goes through, and he gets to Nathan.
So I walk up. I've got a this cloak and this mask on. This mask where where the eye holes should be. They're like little mouths, and the mouth is full of mouths to like multiple mouths inside of it. And I'm talking through a voice scrambler, and I was like, so I know how this is going to go, and I pull the stick out.
Oh no, you guys don't pull the sticks. They pull the sticks.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like they pull them. They call a name and pull
That
a stick.
seems like a fit.
It's shifty as fuck, right?
I love that. Yeah. And so in this case, you go up there and the captain reaches after he's pulled it. So the first mate pulls it. The captain's holding it, but you see the captain reaches over, takes the stick, and hands it to you.
He's pulling something, that's for sure.
So
Sleight of hand.
usually I pull it and somebody else holds it.
Right. He says, "Well, enjoy
Sometimes
this."
vigorously, sometimes leisurely.
Yeah. The captain looks straight at you and says, "Please, no, take this so that you can get what you deserve."
I'm
It's not for you,
night
happy
out.
sure
ending,
how
I
to
guess.
fix that.
Happy ending.
You the one that broke his arm, or
And my little
Messed up his coat?
AI animal like tries to claw. I'm like, no, no ready, no.
All right. So, what was your guy's name again?
Shayna Nori.
Shane and Nori. All right. So that's it. The crowd sort of breaks up. A few of the people you know kind of pat you on the back and wish you good luck and everything. And the first mate kind of comes down and says, "All right, looks like this is what we got stuck with. Look, this should be an easy job. Just gotta, we're gonna drop you off. You have to transit over. You're gonna have EVA suits, so you'll be good. They come equipped. Mag boots, little comms. You'll have 7 hours of air. That's more than enough to get in there, find this part on the engineering section, take it out, and then you'll come back. We're gonna to get over there. You're gonna fly a little, basically we call it a space glider, just a small gliding thing that one person pilots. The rest of you will be tethered to the rest of them. Uses small bursts of compressed air to move you between places. You'll have to land on the station's airlock and gain access from there.
It sounds a lot like my plan to reduce the crew on the ship because of the life support problem. I'm just saying.
I should be the pilot. I'm definitely the most qualified.
All right. Well, you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
What is it we're looking for exactly?
It's an oscillating power coupler, and he gives it to you. It's a piece of like weird metal with copper wires and like little things on it. It's kind of fried.
Well, we got an engineer who can tell us what it is and where to find it. Or not.
Sure.
I don't know. He looks skeptical.
is there a reason
Well,
that you
fuck.
didn't choose the most qualified people to go and find this part, instead leaving it up to random chance?
I refer back to my plan of emptying this ship of suckers.
He says the mission's pretty dangerous. We talked about it. We weighed the pros and cons of losing one of our engineers, but we made it fair. Everybody was in the all the crew, even the head engineer was in the pool. He just didn't get a short stick pulled. This shouldn't take long, guys. I trust in you. A couple of crack mechanics over there, and he looks at Tim and Kupo sort of back and forth.
I kind of feel like there was just 5 people too much as far as oxygen is concerned. And
Alrighty.
All right.
Perhaps where we're going has more oxygen where we've been.
Yeah,
We'll take it over and make it our ship.
it'll definitely improve the company.
yeah, so what's this
Yeah,
glider
he
look
turns and leaves you guys like a little room. There's like the suits are hanging there and everything.
Well, I go get my backpack.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not leaving shit on this fucking ship.
Goddamn right.
I turn to my compatriot. That man seems to be what we call an asshole.
So Marshall's wearing a grease stained jumpsuit. He's got a tool belt with like a tool pouch and bag over, like tools hanging off of it, a tablet computer. But he's got a big pair of EVA.
Balls.
He's already wearing EVA gloves.
Oh.
But they're modded. They have wires coming out of them, whatever, and it's And just just looks like he's absolutely at home with them. In fact, anybody who knows him has never seen him take them off. He'll come
That's
back
a way to
with
keep down calluses.
He'll come back with a large backpack, like a few minutes later.
All right, why don't we go around? So, so take a look. Let us know what kind of gear you guys are bringing with us. Besides, they're giving you the EVA suit. What kind of stuff do you think you've got on your inventory that might be helpful?
Well, I'll finish since I already started. So in the backpack is and anybody who knows him, Chris's character is a friend of him. He knows that he has a portable hibernation pod. Marshall is 1,332 years old.
Wow.
Doesn't look a day over 28. But he sleeps through the centuries. He's a researcher. He's been studying cosmic phenomenon for on and off for over 30 years. He just sleeps through hundreds of years at a time. So he's got a tablet computer that he keeps his research on. You catch him in his off hours, he's always listening to static on the radio. But he's got an engineer's kit strung on his belt. He's got a multi-tool, some duct tape, a tablet computer, and a fusion welder. That's about him.
Nice.
I have that pocket greenhouse that I was talking about before, which is filled with all kinds of fun herbal remedies. I also have a liquid purifier, a hover hammock, some fun things to sniff and smell, and a rechargeable battery with a compact solar panel, which I wonder if I'll ever see a sun again to use. Oh, I also have a laser disc on a little necklace around my neck. It has my favorite music on it. I don't have a laser disc player, but I do have my favorite music here on my disc.
Nice.
So there's that.
And so just for from a rule standpoint, so that's your trinket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in part of character creation, each player, a lot of this inventory is randomly generated. You do get money that you can purchase things, but one of the things that each player gets is a trinket. So I don't know, Tyr, what was your trinket?
So he has a belt buckle with a hidden star compass inside.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, but it only works sometimes, and it plays commercials while it does work.
It plays commercials. All
Well,
right.
and it plays commercials from hundreds of years ago.
Oh my gosh. All right. News of the expanding boundaries and endless potential for mankind. Right. All right. Nathan.
Yeah, so I've got I got the Void origin, so they're pretty much space weirdos, and my trinket is a bag of little round metal things called coins.
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it, coins. I don't know what they are.
Realization strikes Tim.
I thought I'd explain the jokes and stuff. Everybody's like,
No, my face always looks like this. It's fine.
All right.
Explained.
Yes. All right, Chris.
So I've got a backpack that has emergency food rations for a week, a light EVA suit, but I'm taking their fucking EVA suit too. 5 military grade light sticks, which are just light sticks, and a tent for extreme weather. And my personal trinket is a small toy figurine of myself.
Is it a Lego?
Is it a Lego with a red shirt?
Convenient, yeah.
All right, Kupo, how about you?
My name is Bowie Astara. I also am from the Void, like my friend, and my personal trinket is a DNA birth certificate circuit. That is my connection to, I guess, the rest of the expanse. I also have a light EVA suit, and my motivation really is to get to the next job, and whoever pays the most has my loyalty.
There you go. Soul crushing DM moment. Anyone who has an EVA suit in their inventory is not issued an additional EVA suit.
Oh, fuck you, man. I'm taking this shit down.
That's most unfortunate. I will come for you, DM.
This isn't called rule workaround in space.
I'm taking their shit.
All right. So all right. So you guys get a chance to sort of like, get together. You're in the area where you're going to be sort of the airlock where you're going to be heading out. You're donning your suits. And just so as from the GM's standpoint, so the idea is that you're going to have to transition from your spaceship to this astral body by mechanism of this sort of space glider. So someone is going to need to pilot that. That is so if you're looking for metagame, right? So just lay out the task. So you got to pilot it, and that's a savvy check, right? So your skill savvy. Then the way that works is because the glider is providing the force, and everyone is tethered behind. Unless you want to smash into the space station, you're going to slow down. But because you're in space and tethered, the people aren't going to really slow down. So they're going to almost come around you, and so whoever is in the back, right, whoever the last person is going to be the one who sort of swings forward and has to basically stick the landing safely, which will be a dexterity check, and then someone has to open the hatch, which is a tech check, right? So that's the series of things. So just kind of explaining the mechanics of what we're going to be doing to do this, right? So,
Thousands of years of science, and this is the best we have.
yes. Well, it's all been destroyed, right? This is
what kind of a goofy alien is our pilot again? What can you describe yourself? You have mouths inside of mouths.
Oh, no,
He's wearing a mask.
Yeah. People with our origin.
I'm also
wear
wearing a
masks
mask.
and capes and
I
cloaks
see.
and-
Gotcha.
I'm wearing a mask, but it looks
It's
just like my actual
Mandalorian,
face.
Yeah.
Got it.
yeah,
Got it. Okay. I thought you were an alien of some sort. All right, that's fine.
And Tony, what's your character's name again?
Bowie.
Oh, that's right.
Bowie in
Bo-
space.
Major Tom, maybe.
Starman.
So yeah, Bowie and I communicate by making electronics around us buzz and vibrate.
wonderful.
But yeah, savvy is the only thing I'm good at, so please let me pilot.
All right. So real quick again, I'll get these. Nathan, what's your character's name again?
Shayna?
Shayna. All right. All right. Tier, what was yours again? I know I'm hearing someone like watching the broadcast.
I think it's Tony.
So Marshall Helm.
Marshall Helm.
Somebody mute
All
him.
right.
Mute, Tony.
Sorry.
Mute.
Sorry,
Tim,
sorry.
Tim, what's your character's name again, real quick?
Jack Crow. Tarlo,
See how we have
Jack
all this
Crow.
done ahead of time. We'd be much more professional.
Not the famous vampire slayer, by the way.
No, this would be Jack Crow from the book Armor by John Steakley.
Oh, not the book
Oh, very
Vampires by what was his name?
Wow.
Yeah,
Geek
right.
cred. That's awesome. Keep going.
Chris, what was your character's name again?
Lovey Crown.
Lovey Crown. All right, awesome. All right, so you've decided your pilot is going to be Shayna.
I'll stick the landing. I'll offer to stick the landing.
I'll offer to do it too. I can pilot. I can do the landing. I don't know if I can open the door.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've got a tech savvy
I think
person.
Bowie's
Tech.
probably going to be the one to open the door.
Okay. All right.
balanced.
So the suits again, they have a small radio communicator in them. They do have mag boots, so once you're against another structure, you'll be able to.
Can I be next to last in line in case he doesn't stick in landing? I could get a shot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so for sticking the landing will be almost more of a not plow yourself into the. You're not going to miss probably the station. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. That could be good.
Great, I'm the cream filling in this space party. Let's go.
That's right. Get your human centipede formation ready and get ready to go. right. So you guys, I know.
Unless I'm in
All
front.
right. I say, all right. So you guys all line up. You begin to tether yourselves together. This space glider is really nothing more than like some sheets of aluminum that have sort of been welded together with a couple small little nitrogen bottles that you push these little buttons and it kind of releases little puffs either forward or backwards to accelerate or decelerate. It's not like it needs to be aerodynamic. It's not made, to go into an atmosphere more than once. And they everyone kind of says thank you. They pat you on the back, shut the door, and the
giving the
alarms
finger
start
the entire
going
time.
off. You hear the air, being cycled out of the airlock that you're in, and the doors, once it's done, they begin to open.
Fuck
and
you, asshole!
You guys are greeted with just this view of this massive, swirling gas giant, right? Just angry giant planet. You can see these like red and orange storms swirling on its surface, and almost like a series of like broken crumbs across the sky are the tattered remains of what was a complete orbital station that had once had ringed the entire gas giant. It's not a
They're not sending us to a
cube.
station. They're not sending us to a station. They're sending us to a debris cloud.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what these guys know about physics, but this looks like it sucks.
Are they hoping we're gonna chop it up even smaller and make a pretty ring for them to look at?
I don't even want to tell you the radiation coming off this gas giant right now. I just hope none of you are planning on having children.
So yeah, it is
was
like
you.
it. There's like you could see larger chunks, smaller chunks, right? There are debris fields, or part of it's clearly been just blasted away, but they have on your little thing, they've got it pointed out this huge sort of chunk that appears to have been one of the hubs. So any station that's going to be that large at one time didn't have just one power supply or one life support system. It would be modular in case there were accidents, and this appears to be what was one of those hubs, which have provided all types of sort of services to that local section of what was, again, basically a planet ring, gas refining station.
So is there a central remains of a central station that they're throwing us at, or
Right, that's it. That's that hub, right? There's a large thing which is probably had it internally was running a lot of these systems for whatever section it used to support. Before we step out, we're going to do our first official die roll of the game. I can't really say what this is for at this time, but everybody, I'd like to roll a d20 and let me know what we'll just roll it and I'll go around and ask you what you got.
Do you want our camera down on our thing, or do you care?
No.
You're going to trust us?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what it's for, so who knows?
Yeah.
3.
All right. Oh, so I'll go around. Has everyone rolled?
Sure.
yeah?
All right. Tim, what'd you get?
3.
Just checking to see if you changed your story.
33.
Nathan,
14.
Tier,
10.
Kupo,
You're muted.
Is your Apple die rolling app not working?
Somebody muted him when he was listening to this live broadcast.
That's right. Someone mail Kupo a set of real dice.
Yeah. 18.
All right, Chris.
9.
All right. Thank you very much for those rolls. All right. You are all standing there, mag boot locked to the thing. Shina, you are ready to take off.
Do you have a target number for this roll, or?
No. This will you take off, and you guys undo your mag boots, and you feel yourselves sort of go weightless. And there's a little psst, psst. It's not very interesting. It's not like you're hurtling out of like the Battlestar Galactic. It's just psst, psst, and you begin to float towards the other thing. As you break from the confines of your ship and the vastness of the gas giant swirls beneath you, and the void reaches out in all directions, I need everyone to make a body roll. So this would be your body.
Sit that
You roll a
dance. Hold on.
d20.
I'm not sure if I can do that.
Yeah, your body roll. Your body roll.
Can I turn off
Yeah.
his camera?
So do we add body to whatever we roll? So if I rolled a 5, I would get a 6.
Yes, that's correct.
So that implies that rolling low is bad.
It is on these
And
for
that
most
just-
checks. A 12
and that
is your
just-
normal target number.
I just rolled a 3 on the last.
For
one,
those
so-
of you who are
I'm gonna
void-born
die.
or void, you have advantage on this roll, which means you get to roll twice and take the higher
Fucking
of the
A.
two.
Who has advantage?
I rolled
The
exactly the
void.
same thing both times, so that's me. Me,
19.
Tony and Nathan are void-born.
Right. So I'll do this. I'll have everyone roll. Just let me know, and then I'll go around and call everyone's numbers out.
Done.
Because I won't remember if people just start shouting them. I'm old.
Ready to go.
All right, everybody ready? Yep. Claw up. All right, and I'm going to do it counterclockwise each time. So Tim,
16.
16. All right, you feel good. So we'll do Nathan.
15, and Tier Laura says your bag is loud.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been trying to get him to shave it. It's
Yeah.
rustling too much.
It's like Velcro, really. It's horrible.
Plus, it's this really bright neon orange.
That's right.
I was born in New Jersey.
There we go. Oh, okay. All right, Tier.
18.
All right, Kupo.
Apparently, I received a 19.
Awesome. And Chris.
16.
All right. So you guys feel absolutely no problem. You've all sort of worked on the outside of the ship, working on things. You've sort of seen this before. None of you are adversely affected. And you continue on to to this huge hunk of station. Now I'm going to need a piloting check, which is a savvy roll from Shayna.
Oh, yeah.
You're Shayna. Yeah.
I'm sorry. 18.
18. All right. So you kind of get out there for a minute. You're feeling the thing. You get the puff left, the puff right. You're definitely sort of feeling pretty confident with this glider. And as you begin to approach, crossing the distance, again, as you get closer, you just sort of the enormity of what once was just this amazing structure that probably serviced fuel for transport ships or all kinds of things. Just now, like you said, it's like a debris field, right? For the most part, it's huge pieces just floating through space, on their long, eventual probably descent into the cloud itself. As you begin to draw closer, Shayna, you begin sort of slowing the vehicle down, nice even descent, deceleration, and you're sort of like okay, you kind of hit that point. Jack Crow, you're in the back. You feel yourself. You see first you pass by Marshall Helm, right, and then you pass by Bowie, and then by Lovey, and eventually you sort of kind of slowly drift past Shayna as you now are sort of in the lead of this sort of floating procession. Before you, a massive wall of dark sort of, metal approaches. But in this, you can see beyond the dents and the small pieces floating around, there is actually a hatch door, a service hatch to an airlock. And as you begin to approach, it's basically like falling very slowly towards the ground. I need you to make a dex roll.
Feet first. Feet first.
Sorry, Joe. I got a 11. Oh, but plus 2, so 13.
So you come in and you're sort of like, it's like you're like, whoa, it's coming in fast. It's coming in fast. Well, tell me how it feels to like come approaching to this thing.
What?
Right?
I'm sorry. And I reach for the door handle. I miss it, but my maglock boots do catch on the side, and I'm kind of hanging there, dangling off the side. I got it.
All right. All right. In that position, you can sort of help pull, kind of sort of control, pull in, and sort of catch and stick people to the side of the space station, one by one, until you are all there next to this hatch. And who would like to try to open the hatch?
I'll try to open a hatch here.
All right, that's a tech roll. Now, just so you guys know, before we do this, hold on time. So, your greatest resource, besides probably your health, is going to be your air, and almost all tasks will require some kind of air that it costs, right? So, just so that everybody knows, this the trip itself. To go from the station to this ship was 30 minutes, right? This is not like you're not in a starfighter, and they didn't pull anywhere near this. They don't want to get hit by a floating chunk. So you have already absorbed or used half
30 minutes
air.
of
Yep.
7 hours?
7 hours, yep.
Okay.
And with this group, that's a lot of air.
Yeah, it's a
Did
lot of
did
air.
they for real give us 7 hours of air, or was it like 5 close enough?
Well, all of your tanks show, they show pretty much, see if you all like checking each other out. It looks like a standard tank, which you all know from before is 7 hours.
420 minutes.
There you go.
420.
Right, Tony, so there's the door. So go ahead and take a check. I will say that every check takes 15 minutes to do.
I am proud to say I reached level 20 on this roll.
So you got a 20? All right. All right, so you are able to figure out, the old mechanism. There is a safety mechanism in case there's loss
Not
of power.
just a hat rack.
And you pop open the door. There is no hiss. There's no air escaping.
That's not good.
And
Well, it's
you
an
find
airlock.
right. And you find yourselves in sort of a small airlock, and there is a door across from it that is ajar. Not much. It's but it is open a little
is
bit on the other side. It is still a door. There's a jar floating nearby.
I had to get the dad joke out of the way. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good. Should we explain it to everybody?
I'll shut after we're all in, I'll shut the outer airlock door.
Okay.
The
so
inner
I
airlock
would-
door was partially open, you said.
The inner one is partially open. One of the bad things about space is you can't do cool, sound effects. It's not like, Tyr's character shuts the door and there's like, "Arr," boom. No, it's just,
Well, the nice part is those gas noises from the glider. Shayna was actually making those noises with his mouth over the comms.
Yeah,
every time he pushed it.
Yeah, Marshall's gonna make the clunk noise.
I wonder if that's just a thing that people do in space after a while. They want to hear the things, the noises that they make.
It's what they do in space movies, and that's good enough for me.
I think there was something about Ewan McGregor making the lightsaber noises with his mouth while he was.
Oh, when they were filming it, yeah. That's awesome. All right. All right, so that's where you are. It's a very small cramp. You're all kind of cramped in there.
So that took us 15 minutes.
Yeah, that took a total of 15 minutes for him to figure out this mechanism, the safety latch when there's no power, get it open, crank it. Yeah, so that's the thing is if you fail, it's another 15-minute cycle to keep trying to get in the door, which could make for a really funny and short game if you just kept failing, for 20. What would that be? 28 fails, game over.
Does there appear to be any power anywhere that we've seen off of anything? Any buttons that are lit up, or anything that as we approached it? Any lights anywhere?
No, so not on the exterior, not in any of the chunks that you saw. It is just a hunk of floating metal. And inside here, you don't see any sort of evidence of power. And again, it's very cramped. You can kind of shove the glider, kind of stick it against the wall somewhere, and wherever, because stick's magnetic. And yeah, that's it. It's all together.
Aluminum known for its magnetic
Now, it is
properties.
also very dark in here. Now that you're not bathed, the only light coming into the room is from the outer airlock door has sort of a porthole sort of window, and sort of a red red orange light is coming in from the gas giant. But
Do
other
our
than that,
EVA
it is
suits have
dark.
lights?
They do not.
I have a light stick, well, 5 light sticks. So I opened one of those, turn one on.
Okay, thanks, rave guy. Hey, Space GM. I
Yes.
just have a question though.
Sure.
Can I use my void power by touching the console to force some sort of electronic, static to maybe locate something else on the ship? Like, is that possible?
Well, what is your void power?
I have the voice of the void.
And would you mind reading that off to our listeners?
I would love
'cause
to. I
know.
don't have it in front of me, but
I
that
can read
sounds great.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
You can make nearby electronics emit static and crackling whispers.
Yes.
All right.
I'm pretty
so,
sure the whispers are all like lines from the old Friends TV show. That's just my take.
What does
You might
Chandler
have it.
do for a living?
Still
Hey!
in reruns.
How you doing?
What's,
Yeah.
what's Joey's favorite
Right,
food?
it's like, how you doing? Rent-controlled apartments are unrealistic at that level.
It's enough to make all the baddies leave the ship immediately.
That's right. Actually, only your compatriot. So the stuff on Marshall starts kind of his laptop. There's a little PDA that he's carrying with him. Starts making noise. But that is it. That is all. And the room beyond is, again, pitch dark.
Cut that shit out.
Right back.
You're fucking up my radio.
Hey, actually,
Avoid talking.
Tony jumping off here is a perfect segment as we have this dramatic moment for us old people to grab a drink and maybe go take care of some stuff. So we are going to be back in about three, 4 minutes.
So
right?
we haven't
Give or
lost
take.
viewers yet, man.
That's right. Well, I don't know. Right. So if all 2 or 3 of you on there, that includes us and our number one fan, we will be right back.
Hey!
All right, we are back after old man break to grab some snacks, a drink, and other stuff. All right, where we left off.
What other stuff did you do? No, don't tell me.
yeah. Let's,
It took 30 seconds. It's okay.
yeah. Well, it normally does, so it's all right. Okay, so where we left off, our spacefaring group had made it from their spaceship onto the derelict space station Chunk. They are in the airlock, and they are lit by both the what color light stick you got there?
Green.
Green, the green glow of a military grade light stick, whatever that is, and
It's about 2,000 lumens.
right. And
The
and then
chemicals certainly would
kind of-
not have boiled off them at low pressure at all.
No.
Look, this is space science light stick, glow sticks, all right?
Yeah, it's a space stick.
Yeah,
And,
space stick.
That sort of
Space
green light.
stick. You have to enunciate the space there, because otherwise...
Mixes a sort of green light mixes with the red light from the gas giant outside, giving sort of an eerie light across each of your faceplates as you stare through the crack of the inner door at a pitch black space beyond it.
Question: I have
Yes.
I have an electronic multi-tool. Sorry, electric multi-tool. Would that have a light on it?
No,
Okay.
unless it says it in the description. I don't think there's a description of any of the equipment.
It's whatever you
Does
want.
anybody have a flashlight? The only one it had was the light sticks.
I only have light sticks.
All right. Well, there you go. What would you all like to do?
I'll go through the door.
Okay.
Right
You
behind
open
you.
the door, kind of give it a push. You've kind of forgotten how heavy these doors are without having any sort of motor behind to assist. And as you open it, you with the green glow from the chem stick behind you, you see what appears to be a long hallway, kind of disappears into darkness. Inside this hallway, You can only assume that at one point there was some sort of rupture, either from another part of the station or part of the station itself sort of collapsed, broke off. But this room is filled with debris, jagged chunks of torn metal, wire, just little bits of things sort of floating and cascading around in the room. And you realize that this hub that you're on, although you are anchored to the floor through your boots, this hub is moving as well, slightly, sort of turning, although it's not just sitting in place, it is moving. So these pieces are floating through this entire hallway, and some of them look very sharp.
Man, Space Ocean is going to be pissed about this place.
It is. So I will
If only this
peel
hub
back.
was spinning a little bit faster, it would generate an artificial gravity well. But
Yeah.
hey, what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
Excuse me, crew, if we can maybe be more quiet and listen more.
That makes for great video.
Right. Ready? Everybody ready? Wait, listen. All right. So,
Oh my god, I just realized that my character is the Space Nathan. Listen, all your mics, get your faces away from it's too close.
right.
No such thing.
All right. Is there a safe way to proceed
Through?
without going through the sharp debris?
No. So the way that this, unless you could come up with some way to not, it is floating and moving randomly through the hallways, pinging. What basically is to navigate the debris successfully through this hallway. Will take about 15 minutes to move through safely. That's a dex roll to not potentially have any problems. You
How
can
fast are these things
go
moving?
really slow, and you can get advantage, but it will take you twice as long to pass through the room.
I'm going to go twice as slow.
Guys, I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna hang back a bit. That looks kind of sketchy.
How big is the glider? Can we take its wings apart or whatever's parts of it and use that as a shield?
You think that you could take it apart. It would take you about, a few minutes to take it apart, so 15 minutes to take it apart. And then you could use that to sort of help push away, and I would give you advantage. But at that point, you're still taking 15 minutes to go through. So now, why would you still maybe want to do that? Because if your suit gets a tear, so this is anything like in combat, you get stabbed or there's a tear in your suit, that is a loss of 1 unit, 1 hour of air.
Okay. I'm going
so-
to take double the time to try
Same.
to go through this room.
All right, I see your hands. Tim?
No, I'm going through.
All right, Kupo?
Normal speed?
You said unit.
All right. You going to go through normal speed or slow speed to get advantage?
Any regrets yet, Matt?
Yeah, every moment.
At least Sean's not here, so it's quiet sometimes.
That's right.
I'm not used to being able to talk. It's great.
We love you, Sean. Miss you.
I'll go with, I think Tim's going through normal time.
All right, so we'll go around and let us start with Tim. This is going to be a dexterity roll.
16 plus 2, 18.
All right, you, my friend, are okay. Nathan.
So going slow, it's advantage.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 0 and a 13. So 13.
Shit.
All right, that is a success. So you need a 12 to get by. All right, Tier. And wait a minute, who went through quick? Hold on. Tim? Okay, so move your. I have a little marker that I'm tracking all your oxygen.
Okay.
All right.
What is it? The dexterity? What is it?
It'll be a dexterity roll.
So I rolled a 1 and a 17. So, 17.
All right. That means you
I'm glad
are.
I'm glad I
If
took
anybody has a
advantage.
negative to dexterity, you're supposed to be taking that off. Just to be clear.
Sorry, so I didn't roll a 1. I rolled a 3 then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm negative.
very undexterous. Kupo.
In honor of goats, I have to report I got a 12.
All right, that
12 is the most powerful number. But
Yep. Right, but that's enough. That's all it takes to get through. And we are down to Chris, who is going slow.
I rolled a 7 and a 13, so that's Dex is +0, so I get a 13.
Awesome. All right, so you guys, so basically, Tim, you get across.
Yeah.
And so I will read to you. You can sort of convey to the folks, but the other people are going to sort of be trailing behind you a little bit. Are you going to do anything or just wait for them, do you think?
I'm going to look around.
Okay. All right. So then, in that case, Jack Crow finds himself. You kind of look back. They're moving very slowly, taking their time. You feel pretty dexterous. You sort of work your way through. And actually, I'm sorry, Kupo, you're with him as well.
yes.
So both
yes.
both Bowie and Jack Crow have moved themselves into. All right. All right, so you guys find yourself past this hallway. It opens up into a small sort of four-way intersection, sort of a hub. There is sort of trash and small articles floating through the air here. None of them appear to be dangerous, however, so it just seems like papers, little bits of stuff here and there. There is debris kind of floating around, corners of the room, against little piles against walls, sort of shifting and moving. So there's stuff kind of floating around in here, a bunch of detritus. And you see there are, you kind of, if you would say you came in from the space south. There are exits, hallways from this small sort of hall running space east, space west, and space north.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you said that there's, is there no, the provolone or the cheddar?
Well, if you're...
Because you only said that they have debris.
Oh, my God.
I'm out.
Can't do this anymore, man.
I just opened my faceplate.
All right. We like to entertain everyone here, right? We like folks who want to have adventures in space, and we also want to really reach out and touch the cheese community, because we understand that the cheese community is underrepresented. It's underrepresented in the TTRPG community, and so we're going to incorporate more cheese humor in all of our games from now on. Thank you, Tony, for always including the underrepresented. Thank you. All right.
That's what
I
I'm here
think
for.
the vein in Nathan's head is just going to explode out.
Okay, so do you guys want to do anything?
Tim, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What do I do to try to find a sign or something that would point me in the direction of a place where we can find the oscillating power coupler?
Yes. All right. So you start going, kind of moving from wall to wall or whatever, and you find that there are little plaques because everyone needs to know where to go. And to space west, it says crew quarters. To space east, it says workstations, and to space north, it says engineering.
Let's go Sporth.
Sporth. Yes. By the time you are done finding these signs and floating, and kind of not really floating around, clunking around in your boots, the rest of the team begins to slowly emerge from the dangerous hallway of sharp objects.
So, the crew quarters might have. You want to? Crew quarters might have additional oxygen or supplies that we could use, but our
Condoms.
objective is probably north. Just saying. There
let's
might
get
be
out of
like
here as soon as possible.
EVA suits or something like that down in the crew quarters area, but I think north toward the engineering section is probably the way we want to go.
Yeah, we have to find the oscillation overthruster.
By all means.
I hope you guys know what that looks like because I don't fucking know.
Oscillation
By the way,
overthruster.
we'd like to take a moment to say if you go to our website, you can order this exact button.
And an oscillation overthruster.
An old man,
yes.
an old man picking up a candy cane.
All right. Okay, so you guys emerge and you see this sort of hub, this little four-way intersection, and both. I'll hopefully have these memorized by next week. But you see Bowie and Crow are there already. What do you guys do?
Going sportsward bound.
Crew quarters this away. Workstations out away. Engineering is away. Space north sporth.
Sportsward bound.
Let's see if we can find this part, and if there's any
Sportsward
time
bound.
left over, maybe
Wow,
find some
wish
other
I
things
was.
we could stuff in our space pockets.
Hey guys, we can always split the party.
Forward bound.
That makes
That's
sense.
always a
idea.
good idea.
Never a good
That's
idea.
always a good idea.
That's a perfect. I mean, look, you got a lot of ground to cover.
I'll take half of Nathan and half of Tyr. Let's go.
All right, so you guys head north. Sporth. You head Sporth, the sort of the winding tunnels, and you find yourself eventually. The door, whatever the doorway was there, is jammed open, and again, it's just hard to see. You're kind of all clustered around the little glow stick.
I got more, but I'm
And,
not giving them to you assholes.
You enter a large room with huge, old machinery. Just you could tell there's like a small sort of power drive in that area. There are consoles, but they appear to be smashed. All the computer stations in there are smashed. And to the spest, the Space West, there is what appears to be an entry to another room. And on the east, there is wall.
That's
there is
Speast.
a Speast. On the Speast, there is against the wall and rising up along the entire wall is a ladder that goes into a large black circular tube, heading up and disappearing into the darkness, heading up. So SPUP. So it's
Guys,
both
that seems
Speast
safe and totally
SPUP.
legit up that way.
But the main engineering equipment and everything is the generator for this particular section.
I have a question, Space Jam.
Yes.
So you said all the terminals are broken. Is there a network access point by any chance?
They're still connected to cables.
I have a tablet computer with a plug-in for network access. I was wondering if I could maybe try to hook that up and see if there's any power in the system.
Okay. All right. So does anybody else want to do this? Will take 15 minutes. Does anybody want to
I'll let everybody know what I'm doing.
yeah, does anybody else want to do anything else while he is doing that?
I want to check the room to the west.
To the west. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go with them.
All right. So we have Shayna and Crow going west. What about Lovey
I'm gonna
and
cover-
Bowie?
I'm going to cover Tiers 6.
Marshall.
Okay.
Marshall.
And I'm going to
and-
look around for anything that looks like it might be an oscillating power coupler.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah,
So
I'm
do you
sure it
want
doesn't.
to do you want to search the room? Is that
Yes.
basically all right? That is also a 15-minute task to
course it is.
search the room.
I
Yes, it's
I
all-
take the time to ask Marshall, what are your favorite hobbies? What do you like to do on your off time?
Generally, I sleep for hundreds of years.
That sounds so relaxing.
I
It
wish I
honest-
can
It
do
honestly
that.
is. Have you ever tried?
my bio makeup doesn't allow me to do such things. But I do like to collect different bits of stardust, and
I find if you eat a big meal beforehand, it helps.
I like to complete polls on YouTube in real time.
All right. So Shayna, if you could make me a savvy roll.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Shayna. I apologize. So stop. Lovey. We keep no. Don't
Oh,
keep
savvy,
it.
that's a horrible thing to make me do. Oh, no, 16.
Nice.
All right, roll a d6. We broke it into another die. The Lego warped out.
Dun, dun.
That is a 5.
All right. So you are looking around for like access hatches, any sort of box parts, and you catch a something bright, sort of bright colored page, almost like something sticking out from underneath one of the little edges of one of the machines, and you kind of give
Please
it
be
a tug.
spaceborne. Please be spaceborne.
And, well, close. You pull out
That
a
would be
copy.
Sporn.
You lift this little metal flap. You pull it out, and sure enough, there is a worn copy of Adventures in Space, where Captain Buck Dodge is prominently featured on the front cover, wearing a astronaut's helmet and an open shirt with a lot of hair and gold chains. And in one hand, he appears to be firing some sort of oversized pistol at some menace. And in the other, he clutches a fainting Princess Daphne, who is a blue-haired, beautiful, buxom woman in a space helmet and a bikini.
Yes. That's the episode where they're taking on the Gorft.
I never had Bobchi.
Is she blue-haired like Nathan is right now?
Yes.
It's green.
Yes.
We got the glow stick, so it'll be green lady.
There we go. All right.
Oh, I forgot.
That's why my focus is like.
All right. So that's what you find is a worn copy of Adventures in Space.
The pages sticking together.
Yes. Only the pages with the dwarf, though. It's weird.
Let's say this is a serious. No, I'm just kidding. All right. As you remember, there was a whole series of these written a long time ago, and following these adventures. All right.
We haven't seen any bodies, have we?
You have not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Only time will tell, right? As he looks around. Okay, so for the folks who are going to the Spest, you are going to end up. Okay, so you go through the what now? Quick question: you start to head that way, and you realize there's no light. The only person who has light is crawling and walking around and looking for stuff, and appears to be reading a comic.
Lovey, can I get a glow stick?
Fine, but you give it back. I throw one at him.
All right, so you threw a different one at him. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
All right, so now you guys have some green light, and you proceed in, and you find that you are in what appears to be an office, and immediately, both of you make a savvy check. As you go inside the office, and you see behind a desk, floating mid-air, a body of someone in a spacesuit.
11.
Or a spoot.
I rolled an 18, but I have a +1, so it's a 19 total.
19. All right, so Crow, you've seen this before. This just happens. But Shayna, you are not expecting. This is the last thing. You kind of whip that glow stick around, and there's this spacesuit floating in midair. The shield is the face shield is cracked open, revealing a sort of a frozen, desiccated face, and around its neck seems to be some sort of sign. You begin to hyperventilate and begin breathing, uncontrolled, having a hyperventilation fit, basically. And you lose 15 minutes of air.
She does,
Just
or
like
I
his
do?
wedding night.
So do we both, or
Nope, no, because you don't have an attack.
Okay,
She does.
while she's hyperventilating, I'll be checking the body.
She just walked past her and just. I love it. That'll be all right. Okay. It is, someone. It appears to be someone in a light EVA suit like yours. The faceplate is cracked open, revealing the dead person inside. There is a sign hanging around their neck, and they are clenching a wrench in one of their frozen dead hands, basically gloved hands. But they have a wrench, and it almost appears the wrench is raised, and this body is sort of floating, but it's facing its desk. And on the desk, you see there is a computer. And the sign is sort of kind of just floating there, and it says I would not join.
The sign says I would not join.
Yep.
Okay. The sign was around his neck.
Yep. Hung by appears to be like electrical cables.
Okay. And he has a wrench in his hand?
Yep.
Which is now in my pocket.
Okay.
What's he got in his pockets? Yeah. Got any in his pocket?
So he does not appear to have any additional equipment in his pockets. But do you want to? So you're going to spend some time basically examining him, right? So this
It takes 15 minutes.
Yep, it takes 15 minutes.
Checking his oxygen reserves if there's any there.
So you find that the tank does have. It must have shut off for some emergency or whatever purpose or it was shut off, but it still has 2 hours of oxygen.
Shayna.
Yes.
You want an hour?
You realize we're talking over radios, right, guys?
Yeah, that's the only way you can talk.
Oh, okay. Well,
Your proposition seems to be quite inappropriate.
do you want an hour?
Do you think it'll take that long?
I can only guess it's going to take about 15 minutes.
Yes. I mean, he thinks
Hell
it'll take
yes.
that long.
It'll be done in 2. It'll be fine.
But, I mean, it wouldn't do us any good because the GM would just take away 15 minutes of air after we did
You
it.
get 45 minutes though.
So yeah, I will immediately hook up Shayna and I and give each of us plus 1 hour of air.
All right, so that will take 15 minutes. So you will get 45 minutes of air. That's not bad, right? Let's see, Tim.
You're tracking our air?
That actually, I am. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are almost topped off. You're actually only down 15 minutes of air at this point.
Sweet.
All right, so for the rest of the folks, Tyr, you get your computer hooked in. There is no power currently being generated by the power station, right? But what you do learn is that the power station's core is still active. It's just like in like deep sleep mode, right? So that it doesn't overheat. So it is actually it is still possible to bring it up to function. It just would probably take a bit of time, and you really think that you're going to need to try to find some kind of power source to kind of give it some sort of a bump, to kind of wake it up safely.
I'll go over the radios. Like the power core in this station is in hibernation mode, but still active. I can't start it from here without a booster, but we could actually start it.
Are you saying you need a battery?
We need some sort of power booster, yeah. Something to
Like
start it up.
A
Some sort
battery
of
like
oscillating-
this one?
You think
Dun,
something a little
dun,
more powerful than a individual battery.
See, now you're making it. Now I'm sad. It's on my character sheet and everything. I got a rechargeable battery. It's not enough.
And just so everyone knows, everyone heard Shayna freak out. And then it got very quiet.
And then we heard the air deal.
Well,
I'm gonna channel Sean for a second. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here.
I'm
Nothing to
fine.
see
I'm
here, folks.
fine.
I mean, remember
Fine, you're
space.
We found the body of a guy, and he was apparently attacked because he didn't join. No big deal.
all
Seems
right.
legit.
So the camera fades. The camera fades, and we find ourselves 3 days ago in the communications hub of the your guys' ship. Crewman Marshall is sitting at his station, listening to and for any type of radio calls, communicating back and forth, making sure there's nothing out there that's dangerous, but also listening to the noise, the static, the subtle ebb and flow of the universe around him in the void. When a small click, the needle jumps slightly on his listening device, catches his attention after hours of nothing but silence, throws his headsets on, and begins to hear almost a pattern of static. Within that pattern of static, he hears a voice say, "In the darkest corners, I will light your way. You must come. You must join." And then static. As he puts his headset down, Marshall quickly pulls out the recording that he makes of all of his things to study, realizing that whatever this is, could it be a distress signal? Could this be another ship in trouble? Or is this a whisper, an echo, some lost communication that's traveling the void, only now finding someone to hear it? And we return to the space station.
Flashbacks are all done deep voice.
Hey
It's a
guys,
sexy flashback.
I don't know if you know it, but I like drugs. I hear things sometimes. Wait, actually, that is true. It's on his character sheet that he likes drugs.
I think we were just talking about the player here for a moment. It's like,
I'm not allowed.
Likes drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, you too?
So wait, so all good on the radio, and I was like, so the sign said what again?
You didn't join.
would
You
not
must
join.
join. Would not join. There you go.
Yeah, I would not
Would not
join.
Would not join.
Interesting.
And it looked like somebody busted his face plate open and then put that sign over around his neck. Is that fair, Matt, for me to say it that way? It looks like he got
You're
killed.
not sure what order it happened in, but
Yeah,
those are two conditions that are true. His faceplate is busted open, and he is wearing a necklace. A sign, not a necklace. His bling is on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to see if we can power this place up, or shall we just try to find this oscillation overthruster?
Well, we would need some kind of a boost.
Hey, speaking
power.
of boost, our poll is in, and we would like to see Matt dance for a little while.
There's a poll?
Yeah.
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 For me to
There's gonna be
dance.
a poll.
That's what I'm saying.
can
Do you have
dance
a
on.
poll for me to, do some dance?
If I wasn't out before,
Am I supposed to
Improv.
stand
I'm
up?
out now.
Am I supposed to stand and do this? Because there's a 50% chance that I am not wearing pants at this
Don't
time.
care.
At any time.
50%.
Hey,
So I'm supposed to
viewership,
dance? I don't
viewership.
really dance.
What the listeners
boy.
want, give it to them.
All right. So I'm at that.
I'm glad it's all.
Hey. Shake, 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 shake.
My microphone.
There we go.
Somebody tuck some bomb down there.
Right.
Holy shit.
Like this is the
Thank you.
guy who once ran around in the snow naked in my grandmother's house backyard to get 5,000 experience points because I was short for leveling. So I'm good.
You're probably short
Good with
after
it.
that experience too.
I was very short during. Yes, it's cold outside. Come on. All right. Yeah, maybe warn me if there's like polls. I don't want to get surprised. Like I don't mind
no, that's
dancing,
the
but
surprise
suddenly
is
it's
half the
like,
fun.
hey,
That's half the
they
fun.
wanted Matt to hit a crack, right? It's like, oh shit, gotta do it for the fans. Right.
All right. Well, maybe when we're looking for this overthruster, we can look and see if there's also some sort of power. So if we see a power supply that could jumpstart this thing, might be good for us.
All
Well,
right.
if it's not in engineering, where the fuck is it?
Well, there's still more of engineering to see.
Well, fuck.
Well, this is pretty much engineering.
Oh,
Yeah.
did anybody look for the oscillation overthruster?
I did. I found this great comic book.
And obviously, and me being plugged in doesn't tell me where the
It's-
oscillation overthruster would be.
I
No,
don't
it
know
does
where you
not.
get the overthruster from. It's oscillation power coupling.
That's Buckaroo
Just-
Banzai. And,
Just throwing that out there. I mean, thruster. I hardly knew her.
Fine. Somebody's got to climb the Jeffries tube.
Well, I'll unplug then if I
Fuck
I
you
can't
with the
get any
Jeffrey
more
suit. That's
attached to this.
it's too deep.
That's what everybody says.
Is it possible to use
It's been my experience, yes.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm going to consult my star compass.
Okay.
It only works sometimes.
It only works sometimes,
All right.
but I would like to point. I would like it to point me in the direction of the oscillating power coupling.
Is that how it works? You just tell it
know
what you want?
I just said that's how it works. So yes.
That's how it works. All right.
Never
So
steer me wrong.
you pull this little thing out, and
It actually
you know.
it actually just flaps down from the belt buckle and does a hollow
Oh, okay.
projection.
all right. There is first a strange. The light comes on, and there is this. For a moment, you see inside what appears to be like a very small angle, as if the camera was laid upon the floor, and suddenly you see this strange set of creatures pulling like some sort of cart, running through paths, and you're like, what is happening here? There's like this little, set, and then you see this giant animal, all fur and teeth and claws, scrabbling across the smooth surface, chasing these little team of creatures, pulling this box behind it, and it begins to fade and then go away, and you see a small glow pointing back the way you came, and a little to the beast.
This thing hasn't led me wrong yet.
So what'd you say?
How many times have you tried it?
You
Hundreds.
realize that you're on a death mission on a dead ship. Of course, it's led you wrong. You can't trust that thing. The star compass has led you wrong. It's time to live up to that. Own up to it, man.
So we got to go back through the Path of Daggers. And
You may not have to, because the hub. So you know that there's nothing past the Path of Daggers except the airlock.
Okay.
Yeah. This would take you back into the hub area.
I mean, anybody else want to try it?
Hey, I got nothing better going on.
The Speast
Yeah.
was the workstation, right?
Those are the work centers. Yeah.
But that was back in the corridor. The to the Speast here is the Jeffries tube going up, right? Or
No. So
I'm sorry,
this
the
pointed-
black tube. Yeah.
Right. This pointed basically spouth and
Why are you
spouth
laughing like that?
speeth.
Southeast.
Spouth speeth.
Yeah. So back
Okay.
to the corridor and then to the Speast.
Yes.
Okay. So what you want to do?
I would like that. Yes.
I go with you.
Good, because you have the light.
All right.
Excuse me, I'd like to take a moment to thank the 11 people who are still watching and know that
Yeah,
you guys
did
are
didn't
truly.
scare them off. So you guys.
Oh, wow, all right.
hardcore.
All right,
No,
all right.
there was
I like
36 before the dancing.
that. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so-
All right, so you gotta tell your friends there's a bear con going on Death in Space, and I'll be doing some dancing. Okay. All right. So that is a wonderful discussion that you guys had. I'm going to move everybody 15 minutes down the sliding scale of doom as you guys head down into the.
Taking fucking hits off you
thingamajiggy.
guys if I run out. You know that.
All right. You guys go to the hub and you go to the east, the Speast. All right. You guys find yourself sort of, it kind of opens up into a room that's probably where a lot of the folks here did just basic work, not labor work, but there might have been some research or monitoring the systems. There's a few rows of little cubicles with computers and there's just rigmarole everywhere floating around. Pens, pencils, staplers, all kinds of, stuff like that. What you notice when you first look in, for the first couple of computer stations that are there, they're both smashed. But it's hard to see. There's sort of all these little cubicle walls. They don't go all the way to the ceiling, but they're out there. They kind of go. There's probably, you figure there's about 15 or so little cubicle areas there in this room.
Are we not going to talk about the fact that Matt just clearly said rigmarole?
And that we're in an open floor plan offices still exist in the space
See.
future.
That's right.
That is a
He's-
good point. Can the space GM define rigmarole? for
stuff.
Is he going to never let us?
Yeah. Is he never going to space you down?
Is he never going to give you spot?
Down, never
Can
gonna
you
space
spell
you out.
rigmarole for us?
No.
But
There are
gelatinous.
small hunks of gelatinous material floating through.
Oh no!
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. So rather than going in each cubicle, looking like into the spot, can I just walk on the ceiling and look down?
You can. So basically, the idea is that you could search this room. So
Does your crouch
who
pointer
would
just
like-
not work again?
The what?
Or the crouch
No,
pointer, the star
The,
compass.
the star compass.
It kind of doesn't show you anything else. This is sort of. You're just not
I
sure
was
though,
told
because
about
when you do open
the star
when
compass
you
and
open it
sex ed.
again,
It was very complicated,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Hard
Yeah.
part was finding the 5 other participants.
when you open it again, you're not sure, but it does. For a moment, it takes you back to that same smooth surface, and the giant beast
That's
seems
his
to be
balls.
consuming something out of like a round tray, making this awful crunching noise next to a red and white checkered flag, and then it goes away.
No, this is as far as it can get us. So
I guess we're
I'd
searching
like
the
to
room.
search the room.
I'd like to search the room.
All right.
I just wanted to say that Marshall got a checker flag on his honeymoon. It was a really good moment, and yeah. So
I'm a
That's
confirmed
awesome.
space bachelor.
spatula. Right, so it's everything from now on. It's like I take S. So okay, so Marshall is going to, or Sparshall, because he's Space Marshal. So Sparshall. Who else is going to search this room?
I will search this room as well.
All right. How about Crow and Shayna?
Overwatch.
Oh, what?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to go back to the other. I want to go to the workbench area.
The workbench.
Is that?
That's where we're at.
There were the
That's the room we're in.
workstations, and then there's crew quarters. Is to the spest. It's the Speast has the workstations.
Right.
It's
That's
the
where we're
crew
right now.
area to the spest. Do you want to go spest to the crew area?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
I'll go with her too. There, we're a good team.
I will start with the folks who are searching the work area.
Okay.
So for those who are searching the work area, let me just go ahead and so let me start with that's Tier and 222 Kupo and Chris. All right, move you guys down your 15s. All right. So everybody roll. Okay, quarters. No, it's not quarters. It's a savvy. So savvy's perception in this. Now wait before you roll. Or if you did, it's fine. You can, as with many tests, you may take additional time, which means half an hour, to search to get advantage on the roll. So I will start with Chris. Can I go clockwise this time? Say, Chris, you're searching. Do you want to search a regular search roll, or would you like to slowly search the room thoroughly to get advantage on your roll?
Well, I already rolled and it succeeded, so I'm going to stick with that roll and just do this roll.
All right. Okay, so roll a d6. Oh, what was your roll also?
16. Or 15,
Okay.
rather, because
All
the
right, 15.
minus to savvy. Yeah.
All right, so 15.
I got a 3.
A 3. Roll another d6.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that at all. A 1.
All right, you find another military grade light stick.
Sweet.
All right,
Replenishing our supply.
that's right. Kupo, would you like
Wait,
to roll?
we mean our supplies.
Search once, or
Mr.
do you want
Air
to do a
Thief.
slow
I'm
search?
using.
did you say flow search?
Sorry, no, slow. So if you want to spend extra time thoroughly searching,
I would like to do a flow search instead, if that's possible.
you can.
Time works out the same either way.
Yeah.
I'll do a slow search. What did you?
All right. So you roll twice. You have advantage.
Oh,
And you
okay.
take the highest one.
Progressive.
From a D6, yes?
Flow rider.
No,
D20.
well, D20
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
plus whatever your bonus or minus from savvy is.
Oh, that'll be, excuse me, a total of 17.
All right. Wow. All right. Roll a D6.
Okay, hold on.
And you can re-roll a 3.
The D6 is a 4.
A 4. All right. Roll another D6. You got like a chain rolling here.
Three.
Yeah, edit all this out.
Yeah, we'll set it up. Yeah, this is the boring part that we normally
We're
do.
live.
Right, I know.
Oh shit!
You cannot tell by the sound of the ice clinking in Kubo's glass.
That's right.
yeah, it is.
Right.
By the way, we do have some guests from Australia listening to us, by the way.
Really?
So happy birthday. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, this is like.
Put another
seriously,
hello
is
to
this
the
like-
lobby.
but is this like the morning, right? Though is this like?
I'd like to apologize to our Australian friends for Nathan.
But is this like what Wednesday morning?
It's
Which way does the world go?
Yeah, no, it's
They're ahead of
it's
the
the
time.
next.
It's the future.
It's the
Yeah,
next
Yeah,
day
they're in the
there,
future.
it's
All right.
2:20 in the afternoon.
Man,
afternoon, future
if you
space
guys
people.
could send us some scores on
There's-
from the
they're
games
all the
later
way
tonight.
in
It's
March.
actually kind of a bigger place than just one time zone. I
No.
don't know if you
That's
guys
not a
know that.
knife. This is a knife.
Oh, God. All right. Now they're all right.
Now,
Again, thank you.
my fucking vein is gonna pop out of my head.
Right. Thanks, guys.
This is
for
why
listening
nobody
in.
likes
That's super
Americans.
awesome.
I win.
Yeah. All right.
The Australians used to be our allies.
Yeah. Thanks,
Until
Nathan.
this
Thanks
podcast.
a lot,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So Bowie's down there. He's searching around the cubicle, and he pops open a drawer, and it's just like a mess of stuff. What you notice is, oh, this is useful stuff. You find two basically units of components. Components are basically like a generic resource that you can use to repair things with. So every piece of equipment that you guys have, when you use it in stressful situations, if you're fighting, and sometimes even if you're just using it, you have to make a roll on a d6. If you get a 1, it loses 1 step of condition. Things like components can help you repair those conditions, keep things running, where your stuff will eventually, just from regular use. So it's not like in some games where it's only if you fail, only if you do other things. It's regular use will start to degrade your equipment and supplies. So that's actually a good find. And Tyr, you were the last one, right?
All right.
Slow or fast?
I guess I'll do fast.
Okay.
18 plus 2 is 20.
Wow. Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll a d6.
3. Reroll.
Reroll. Yep.
2.
2. Okay. You pop open a drawer and you hear, you don't hear anything. That's right. Can't do it. You pop open a drawer and you see a grenade kind of float up out of the drawer up in front of you.
Does it have a pin in it?
It does not.
Oh no!
All right, you smack this thing and it goes like sailing and hits the wall and starts slowly coming back. No one. You guys can.
I'll be like, grenade!
Okay. All right, he yells grenade. You see him smack something, hits one of the wall, like the far wall, and it starts, kind of slowly drifting its way back towards everybody.
I
What do you guys
go
do?
perpendicular to wherever the path of the grenade is, as fast
Okay.
as possible.
Kupo, what does Bowie do?
Oh, man. So I wish I knew more about the void and how to tap into it to see like what that could garner me and my compatriots. So
Reveal itself to you at some point, I'm sure.
yeah, like is there a way of like for me like to feel the electronics or what have you to see if there's any now that we're starting to get some glimmer of like of electronic life, does that tell me anything?
I mean, it tells you that the grenade's coming
You
first.
ignore the grenade and and you touch the hull of the ship, the area you're at, and you don't. Of course, you can't hear any static from on the outside, but in your comms and in everybody else's comms, you hear static. In your system,
I
as
let
you're
my team
laying
know about it.
as you're sort of like jumping out of the way, Marshall, like you even like it's almost like your little PDA, your little computer begins to sort of vibrate a little bit. And yeah, so there is something nearby.
My bowels are vibrating right now.
Do I get the do I get the theme song to Perfect Strangers and share it with my friends?
You can if you'd like. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
So you went perpendicular to it, Chris Kupo. You reading the energy waves.
Yeah.
You're picking up something different. You know it's not your partner's electronics signature.
Correct.
And inside of your suit, the hairs on your arms raise and sort of touch the inside of your EVA suit, almost as if the cold air had passed somehow inside of your spacesuit. Tyr, what did you? As it comes back, what does Marshall do?
Is there a? Well, let's see. I was on the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, you could push down and hide under like the cubicle desk or something.
That's the best. If that's the best cover I can get, then I'll take it.
Yep. All right. So you go sailing down. So the other two. So Shayna and Crow, you guys hear as you're beginning to walk spest into what should be the crew quarters. You suddenly hear a cry of grenade, and so Marshall, you hit the ground. Everyone's down, and you're laying on the ground. Everybody freezes, and this little object just sails out of the room into the hub, past Shayna and Crow, just kind of keeps going. And as it goes by really slow, you realize that it's one of those little things you put on the desk, take a number, kind of grenades. Yeah, exactly. Yep, just kind of floats on by, and you realize it's a dud. But everyone was just deathly quiet. And as Marshall's laying on the ground, waiting for this thing to detonate, the light from the glow sticks have sort of been obscured, and it's complete darkness. And in the very corner of the room, it's complete. It's almost like you're looking. It's even worse than space, because at least in space there's stars. Just pitch black around you in those moments, waiting for the blast.
Are you saying in complete darkness that's where the light is? Like
in the corner,
a
small red light blinks. Somewhere about a foot above the floor, a small red light blinking off of a small rectangular object under the corner desk.
That's where I'll head to.
And that is the end of tonight's session.
All right.
Hey!
Thanks for not blowing us up with a fucking grenade.
It is fake grenade from the random tables. I created random tables. There's much larger sort of like things you can find. I sort of picked and choose based on the kind of room. So there's some fun stuff in there. Maybe next time it won't be fake.
There's so many like tables in this game. If you haven't picked it up,
Rules light but table heavy.
Well, right, and so what's nice about it is it's literally you could literally take the concept that I've got put forward. You could even take the design and use those tables and have a completely different adventure, right? Just by using, and that's kind of one of the fun things where you've got sort of a replayability to some extent with different groups, different people. It's not like you're running the same thing over and over again. There is a little bit of randomness as to what's going to occur. But look, it's getting late. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Nathan, we're going to have this posted on YouTube, right? Sort of as a file at some point.
just
automatically.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so we will be back next Tuesday, same time, same bat channel for our next episode, Death in Space. We will see if what is this? Is this really a light in the darkness? Is anybody going to join? And what's behind Shayna's mask? Right? That's I want to know because I'm sure. Yeah, right. It's not going to be good. Whatever it is.
3 dicks.
At least.
I'm gonna add another one.
Tentacles.
I don't know.
We have a random table for that as well. So, all right. Again,
All
thank
right,
you very
thanks, everybody.
much.
Thank you, everybody.
We totally appreciate it. Everyone have a good night, good morning if you're solo.
And we're sorry for Sean. He's not here, but we're sorry for,
Yeah,
sorry
we're
for him
still
anyway.
sorry.
Yeah, we
for Sean,
apologize
right?
for Sean's behavior.
I miss you, Australia.
Yes.
Ignore Nathan.
Yeah, that's true. All right. All right. Good night.